Welcome to another edition of Fraud Files. I'm Roger Morris. Fighting insurance fraud is in everyone's best interest, and sometimes it requires help from our lawmakers. Anti-fraud legislation is a priority for NICB, and this year we've seen some positive results, particularly in 3 key states. Kentucky is one of the no-fault insurance states, and it's been targeted by fraudsters who have expanded out of Florida to take advantage of loopholes in the law, allowing them to actively solicit accident victims in an effort to refer victims to unscrupulous clinics and file injury claims for exaggerated or non-existent injuries and treatments. During our annual fraud summit held in Kentucky 2 years ago, NICB, our member companies, and lawmakers recognized that a bill to prohibit solicitation of accident victims within 30 days of an accident was sorely needed. Louisville rivals major population centers such as Chicago and Detroit on the number of suspicious vehicle accident claims, and with unfettered access to victims' records available at municipal police departments, remedies were urgently needed. As a result of the combined efforts over the past 2 years, House Bill 153, which enacts that 30-day anti-solicitation period, was passed and signed into law this past spring. The same kind of no-fault fraud has been rampant in Minnesota, as was pointed out during our Insurance Fraud Summit held there in 2012. NICB, working with our members and the Insurance Federation of Minnesota, executed an integrated strategy utilizing public awareness efforts and focused legislative advocacy to strengthen anti-fraud legislation aimed at no-fault medical fraud. As a result, new laws were signed in 2013 and 2014 to improve information sharing, provide a civil penalty on fraud rings, and prohibit medical providers found guilty of no-fault fraud from collecting medical payments. In Texas, the focus has been on cargo theft. NICB led the charge to establish a cargo theft law in Texas. NICB met with bill sponsors and key legislators in support of a bill creating specific language making cargo theft a crime and providing felony penalties related to the value of the theft. NICB also offered support to bills allowing the Texas Department of Insurance to investigate beyond the insurance fraud laws and allowing the department to accept gifts, grants, and donations to help fight insurance fraud. We also supported a bill that will restrict the access to motor vehicle accident reports to only law enforcement agencies and specific authorized individuals. All 4 bills passed both houses and were signed by the governor.